Gold price in Delhi has been seeing some momentum since the start of the year. This is because equity markets took a beating at the start of the year, which pushed investors to invest in safe haven assets like gold. The precious metal may not be a favorite in the last few years as prices have moved in a tight range. A fall in equity prices at the start of the year saw some attraction to gold as an investment. Now let's take a look at some recent gold prices. And now, viewers, I want to tell you that NewsX, of course, I want to reiterate that NewsX is the only channel, viewers, who's getting you day-to-day updates on gold prices every day. Let's begin with the gold prices per gram today versus yesterday. So on the 24th of October, as we can see, it was 12,602 for 24 carat, and on the 23rd of October was 12,605. Now let's begin with the 23rd of October 2025 for 22 carat, which was at an 11,556, viewers, and it has now come on the 24th to 11,479. 18 carat on the 23rd was 9,456, and now it's at a 9,455. So look at that, viewers, a difference today versus yesterday in gold prices. Gold prices, of course, are steadily increasing, viewers. Now today versus last week, 13th October 25, we have it at 12,944 for 24 carat. And on the 24th of October, we have gold price at 12,602. All right, on the 13th of October 2025, we have gold price for 22 carat at 11,865 and 11,479 on the 24th of October. On the 13th of October, we have 18 carat at 9,708, and now we have gold prices at 9,455. So this is today versus last week. And now can we have the next slide, please? Now today versus last month, viewers. Now this is something that we must note, because 24th of September on the for 24 carat gold was 11,537, and 24th October, as you can see, is 12,602. 22 carat on the 24th of September, 10,575, and the price 24th October currently is 11,479 for 22 carats. And on the 24th of September for 18 carat, we have the price at 8,653. And of course, on the 24th, 9,455. Moving on, viewers, now today versus last year. Now this, of course, is the most important comparison because it gives you an overall comprehensive view of how the gold prices have increased. So for 24 carat on the 24th of October was 7,947, and on the 24th of October 2025, 12,602. So look at that difference, viewers, a considerable gap here. 22 carat last year was 7,285. Now it's at an 11,479. And 18 carat last year was at a 5,961. And this year, of course, is 9,455. So viewers, of course, this is a big jump when you compare last year prices to this year prices. Of course, there is a variation that takes place occasionally, but now I have Dr. Sharad Kohli, senior economist, who's going to give us an overview of how and why the gold prices are increasing. Dr. Sharad Kohli, welcome to the broadcast, and I'd like you to explain to our viewers how this is happening.
Good morning, Vaishali, to you and NewsX viewers. I think we've been witnessing very high volatility, if you notice, from a peak of $4,381. It sank to almost $4,000, and now it has recovered again to $4,100, between $4,100 and $4,120. Well, we track in dollars more because on COMEX in New York, that's where the price opens from, and the rest of the world converts that price to 10 grams. I'm talking of India, and of course from ounce to other units. So the reason has been, very interesting development has been observed, Vaishali, that internationally speaking, there is a lobby in America which is trying to, and Europe, which is trying to bring down the prices of gold because it is being seen as a threat to replacement of US dollar. So the US is worried about the supremacy of dollar and the sharp withdrawal from the US Treasury investment which is happening because of rise in gold prices. Because the central banks around the world are collecting gold to their currency reserves. And there is another lobby in China which is not wanting to do that. So you're observing this volatility, and of course, as I mentioned yesterday also, there is the monthly contract expiry on 29th of October in America COMEX. So there is some volatility, some profit booking which is coming. We saw the peaks. So the people who entered at different levels, they want to book their profits. But overall, the undertone of gold and silver prices is still very much bullish. And we can expect more to happen. There has been more geo-economic development with US sanctioning Russian oil firms and US-China. I think a lot will depend on the US-China meeting which is happening in the ASEAN summit. If something works out on the US-China trade deal, we will see some cooling down of the gold prices. But if that does not happen, you will again see gold prices rising from here. So the undertone is bullish. My advice to people who are invested or who have invested and who are planning to invest, they can buy smaller amounts on corrections every time the gold price goes down. And you must keep it for a longer time. Do not start trading in gold because you can see these kind of losses accruing in your account time and again. So stay invested for long term. It's a good opportunity for people who were looking to buy when it had cost 1,30,000. Now it's well below 1,30,000. So you can probably buy in smaller lots, Vaishali.
All right, Dr. Kohli, as always, you've given us a comprehensive view of this, and thank you so much for joining me.